my dear ones. This is a love reading for you, where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, GYPSY Tarot. We'll also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts to tell you the truth with my deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. This one. And please hit the like button and share this video with like-minded. And also hit the notification bell to get updates on my postings. And now I want you to choose your reading intuitively, or watch the reading that represent the element of your sign. But I would recommend to choose the one that you are mostly drawn to intuitively, immediately. This is earth, water, fire, and air. I can hold it a little bit from above so you can have a moment to choose. Even if you don't like the picture, but if you are drawn to it, the first thing, then watch that reading anyway. And if you are first choosing to watch the one that you are intuitively drawn to, you can then go and watch your reading also for your element to maybe get a bigger picture or maybe the other side of the story. Okay. So I hope you were able to find your specific reading. We will start to read for pile number 1, and I will just put away these for now. Pile number 1, the reading for the earth element. Okay, and we have this beautiful oracle card with a woman trying to be like the ibis bird here. Okay, so the first card here is a 3 of Swords. So it seems like your person is very heartbroken. Maybe you have been breaking up, or there might have been something happening in the relationship. You might have had a major loss of some sort. There's also an element of missing you, or missing how it was before for you. I'm feeling a certain desperation, and the person seems a little bit surprised because they might have been able to mask their feelings before. Maybe they were able to act a little bit more cold and callous, and I don't think this is it's not working for them anymore. And this might also be how they see you, that you are cold and callous towards them in some way. But they're really hurting, and it's really painful to be them at this moment. Okay. The next card is the Lover. So it shows that this person loves you a great deal. It feels as if you are a very important person to them. If this is a romantic relationship, you might be the most important romantic relationship they have had for a very long time, or forever. So I'm definitely again feeling a longing, that they are longing for you. So that might indicate that you are in separation, or that the relationship isn't working as it did before. Maybe you have grown cold on them, or maybe you are angry with them for some reason. So they feel a distance between you and them, which they are longing for overcoming that distance, or coming closer to you again. This might also have to do with the holidays. I just got aware of the red color also on the ibis here, and on the swan there on her head, and the flower. So I was struck by this holiday season red. So maybe that makes their longing for you, or the longing for a harmonious relationship with you, that much more intense. Okay. And then we have the next card here, which is the Emperor. The Emperor makes me feel as if they have like a rep to protect. Okay, they have a reputation to protect, not maybe so much towards other people, but towards themselves. I think this person are having an idea of that they want to be cool and calm and collected, not be dramatic. They don't want to, jump the gun or be irrational. So they put a value into being very like grown-up adult, not getting upset about things, not showing that they are upset. And it's just as much for themselves as it is to show off anything to another person. If they can remain cool, they also have a certain, they can kind of collect their emotions. And that makes them feel less on the edge, less anxious, less upset, more feeling as if they can control everyday challenges and their life in general. It's when they start to open that, Pandora's box of, the pain here, that it gets really difficult for them. So they have this, it's a safety zone for them to feel very, to react on things with like a little bit a calmness or a stoicism. But I don't think they mean any harm with this. It's just a way of, it's both coping, but it's also the person has certain ideals about being like a grown-up, responsible person, and they think that showing a lot of emotions or crying or ripping their eyes out because they are so sad about what has happened in your relationship wouldn't be the best behavior. It's not their ideal behavior. Okay. And then we have an Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a deep longing to reach out to you. But I'm also feeling that it's almost like they want to accuse you for this. Was this really necessary? Did you really have to do them like that? Couldn't you have been more collected and calm as them and calmly told them what they needed to change or how things were for you, or how you might have been dealing with certain things? It doesn't even have to be that you had problems in the actual relationship. It can be that something on the outside happened that was devastating to either both or one of you, which led to some kind of either mental, emotional, or actual physical separation. So here I feel like they almost want to come and, they're not angry with you, but they feel self-righteous, as if they have had time to think about how you could have done things differently, how you could have been much less dramatic, much less combative, much less angry with them, or putting your nose in the air like this. This doesn't mean I agree with them. It's just this is their thoughts and feelings, and it's not the heaven's advice or a judge like a verdict over you. It's just how they see things, and they see things as this is the truth. We are always closest to ourselves. We know our own feelings, thoughts, and our intentions, but it's very hard to understand another person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. So from their point of view, they have been not a perfect partner, but they feel as if it was unnecessary what you did. That's basically what I'm feeling here. And here we have a Five of Wands. So here they're probably coming and telling you certain things, how you did them wrong per se, but how you could have done things better. If you needed to put a boundary towards them, you could have done it like this instead. If you thought that they were acting in a way that's what's not making you happy, you could have said this instead of you said this. So it's really just a little bit to get themselves off the hook. I think they realize like all this pain, it's their fault, like that they are in pain, it's their fault because you left, because you had your reasons. But now they want to almost plead to you that Did you have to be so hard? Did you have to be so one-sided? Even if they were in the wrong, couldn't you have helped a little bit more? So it's really to maybe not feel as responsible themselves. I think they feel a lot of responsibility, but they just want to share this with someone, okay? And the last card here is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands has a little bit warmer energy than this. So I think they kind of would want to warm you up, to open up to them again, or to, you know, invite them into your life again, or to talk to them again about the intimate things in the way that you did before. And they think that a way is to come to you a little bit like someone that's indigenous, or not judgmental, but, you know, this has happened to me and it was actually your fault. And, you know, a little bit. It's just how I feel. So I will see a little bit their intention. So I won't see with this Three of Swords, like their state of mind there. Lightning. Okay, so that was a little bit of a shock to them. And it's probably shook them good and, you know, woke them up a great deal to their love for you. And then clarification for this Emperor here. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So they're trying to man or woman up in a way to connect with you and to, you know, be adult about it. They're hurting here, but they don't want to come to you as a hurt person. They want to come and, you know, look all collected and as if they didn't hurt at all, but actually had a really good time, and now they would want to invite you to this good time. But then we have this little bit edge here, so I want to see what's up with that. Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So I think this is their complaints about you, that you maybe broke up with them or separated from them. And they want to stop this pattern and maybe end, if you are using the silent treatment on them, or this is a mutual thing, they want to end that because they feel very abandoned by you, and they would want you to open up to them again. And this is what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth, thinking one of these cards is not yours, so it's okay, so I need to feel into this. This one is yours. Love is too dangerous. This one is yours. I feel lonely without you. And this one is your. I don't think I ever truly knew you. Yeah, I think you shocked them good here with this. They thought that you were, you know, warm, generous, would never lose patience with them, or would never abandon them, or would never grow cold on them. But I think you did, and that surprised them. But it was actually good. I think they learned to respect you a little bit more when you shocked them like that, and a life and love or relationships was suddenly not safe for them. And they need to kind of up their game. They need to behave in better ways, because in other case, they will lose the dear ones around them. And then we have love is too dangerous. I think they also want to explain themselves, why they might have acted in certain ways, or why they behaved in certain ways towards you. And this is the reason, the real reason for their call. But also they probably still feel in that way. So they might not have been, you know, they're not magically going to be totally changed. They still have their issues of fear that might have led them to behave in certain ways towards you that you didn't appreciate. And then I feel lonely without you. And they want to kind of end this separation between you two, because they want you near. They want to be able to be close to you. I also feel that in some way, also with the Emperor here, I think they have acted in a way that other people expected them to, which might have led them to in some way abandon you, or not really have your back, or not standing up for them they were not standing up for you when you were in a predicament. For example, if someone else in the family or someone like their friends or someone else was hassling you or not being nice towards you, they might have taken the other person's side. So they're a little bit like changing, turning the coat after the wind. If someone is saying this is what you should do, they would do that, and then someone else says this is what you should do, they would do that. The primary joy of life is acceptance, approval, the sense of appreciation and companionship of our human comrades. Our sense of belonging and acceptance by others requires affirmation. Peer recognition and acceptance is a compelling motivation and reward for our participation. Through that aim, we may have to demonstrate to some degree our allegiance. Some communicate their allegiance and commitment through body marking, others by more transient expressions such as dress code and fashion, and still other by the conduct of mannerism. Whether the form, all are variations of the same basic objective, namely a confirmation that I am this and I belong, and in turn you are this and we accept you. So you see that this is a little bit rigged. That is very easily to not become accepted if you are not knowing these codes or not acting accordingly in these codes. It's a little bit like sheeps running in the same direction. And maybe you were not one of these sheeps, and they in some way wanted you to act so that you could fit in their social circle. And they also wanted kind of their social circle maybe to teach you a little bit how to act. I'm not saying that this was necessary, but from their point of view, they probably wanted you to blend in a little bit more. And I get the sense that maybe you didn't, or you were more authentic and didn't follow like these kind of codes, which make them very nervous, since this was very important for them to have this kind of code. And I definitely feel as if they might need to, grow up even more and become more their authentic self instead of trying to be something that they are not. This woman is not a bird, and still she's trying to look like one. So I think this person really needs to take your side to actually deserve to be on your side. Okay. So I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching. You can continue watching your element also for your sun, moon, rising sign to get a more complete picture. You can also watch the whole reading and get a sense of what's about you and your loved ones and not. And there is a 2022 love prediction up for the full members to this channel if you want to join as a member. And there is also an exciting reading for the 4th December solar eclipse up for all the members to the channel. Extended and full members can order readings from me with a 30% discount as well. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Okay, so we will move on to the next reading now, and I hope that this was helpful to a certain degree for you. Okay, so moving on to pile number 2, the element of water, and it holds this lovely picture. And these are your tarot cards. So the person most on your mind, this is their true thoughts and feelings for you, and we have the Hermit here. So I'm getting this sense that this person feels very lonely, but on the other hand, they also feel protected, as if hell is other people, and I need to stay on my own, to not always have to be hassled or bothered or being drawn into very dramatic situations that's beneath me, and I don't want to waste my energy on these kind of situations. Also thinking that the person is in a period where they are getting to know themselves better and get a deeper understanding of who they are, where their boundaries are at, and they might in some way have had maybe too low boundaries, too high boundaries, and being too over dramatic or too cold, and they have been in a state of imbalance, and now they want to come back to that state of balance and find themselves and understand who they are and what they stand for, what they want to do with their life. We can see that they kind of have a longing for other people here, but where they have put themselves on this high altitude, it shows that they want to feel safe for now. They don't want to be approached, or they feel vulnerable. We can also see this with the Queen of Cups here. But this is kind of emphasizing this, that they long for you. They long for your love, your empathy, your way of almost reading their mind, being able to know their feelings before themselves know it. It might be that this person is a little bit introvert, or that they have a very superficial sense of self. They don't really know themselves on the depth, so they might have been easily manipulated by family, relatives, their spouse, their friends, their boss at work, things like this, other co-workers, clients. So they have a very vulnerable sense of self, and they were probably, before this state, they were probably very prone to trying to make themselves be loved and appreciated, and maybe running around pleasing everyone, which made them like rub a lot of people the wrong way, because if you please one, the other person is going to be mad at you. If you're trying to be nice towards this person is going to say, what about me? Or wasn't you supposed to be home to dinner? What did you do out with that person? But they say, well, I needed to help them with their car. They were stuck. It's not my problem. You should have been home. It's that kind of sense I'm getting with this person, that they were always accused that they should have been in some other way than what they were, and now they have isolated themselves from people, because whatever they do, it doesn't matter. No one is going to be happy with them anyways, okay? But I do feel that they feel a certain connectedness to you, but there's also a sense of disappointment. Maybe at some point you were also gathering in the gang that yelled at them, so that they now also take a distance from you. Okay, so next here is the Four of Cups. So I think they are thinking about you, but they're not doing anything about this. They're dreaming of the time you have spent together that was really happy. But they probably don't show you anything of this. They act very indifferent. They act as if they don't care. But this is a protection to not be overwhelmed or overrun, or have someone else tell them who they should be and how they should act and how they should behave. And so they're really tired and a tad disappointed, but it's a kind of revolutionary energy with these two cards. It's like, I'd rather be without than be with the likes of you, kind of. So we'll see where it goes here with this little person. Okay, and then we have a Two of Swords. So they would very much want to be loved and understood, but and do the right thing so everyone was happy with them. But this with everyone, that's where the equation doesn't add up, because if you try to turn your coat with the wind, like if someone says this, you go in that way. If someone says this, you go in the other way. It will be a mess, okay? It will be a mess. And right now, this person is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They want to be loved by all these people. But in the same time, they seen that they have made a mess and they haven't defined who they are, what they want, what they stand for, what kind of people they actually want to be with. They are spending time with different people. It doesn't mean that they like all these people. They just do it because they need like this kind of love, or they need to go and be loved by everyone. Either they like to spend time with that person or not. They just need to be loved by them anyway. And it's almost like they have erased their own person, and now they don't have a solution for this. They don't know what they need to do about this, and it can be that they're a little bit depressed and proud to harming themselves in some way. But here we have the beautiful sun, and I think that this person is about to get to know themselves better. What they longed for here, it's coming. That they will realize that this conflict can only be solved if they take their own side. And I agree with them. If they take their own side, if they decide what it is that they want, not what 100 other people want, I think that they can start to navigate their life less anxiously. They will still be anxious that other people will be crossed with them, but at least they will, walk on the path of their own soul. This is their soul. So I'm thinking they are in a junction right now where they are in an impossible decision, a decision that's so hard to make. It's first when they choose themselves and their own soul, listening to their own soul, kind of, do like this over their ears, to not listen to other people so much, but actually just listen to themselves and their divine direction and, the intuition and the messages from the divine. This is also a card for healing and holiness and holy matrimony, love. But they need to love themselves before they can love anyone else. And we can see this also with the 9 of Pentacles card. So it starts with the 9, the Hermit, which the 9 of Pentacles is connected to. And it shows that this person probably needs to walk further away from humans and you before they can come back. And when they will come back, they will be a new person. They will be like their soul more than what they were before. So they are going to be changed. They are not going to be the same. It might upset a lot of people, irritate a lot of people. Like, you used to be so nice. You used to help me with this. You used to do this for me. But now they will be much more self-sufficient. They are developing their own unique self and trying to become a person that can live their own life in the way that they want to live it. Okay. So I think this person is on a journey to mature and become a grown-up person. It's almost like they recently moved away from home, and first now they realize that they don't have to do what mommy is telling them to do. So, and they are becoming their own individual, and this is a crucial and important process. And it's best if you love this person, just have patience, be there for them if that's possible, but don't expect them to come around and say that they're sorry or try to get you back, because they are trying to get themselves back at this point. They're trying to find out who they are. So I will look a little bit into their intentions towards you. So with the Hermit, Queen of Cups here, we have clock. Need times, take time, a time cycle, time to heal, progress. So this is what I think the whole reading is about, that this person needs time for themselves to define who they are and to become more self-sufficient, realizing what kind of person they are and who they want to be and what values they stand for, and then stand up for them and not be so affected by other people. So if you want this person, as I said, you need to give this time, because the person they can't really be in a, really intimate relationship at this point. They need to distance themselves and see, who am I when I'm not with you? Who am I when I'm not with my family? Who am I when I'm not at work? So they need to get away all the distractions to find out who they are. And then we have 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords here, ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. So they kind of sacrifice what they had, and it's making them feel like they are between a rock and a hard place, but they are continuing down this road, even if it's hard for them, and it will be very lucky for them eventually, because they will realize who they were all along. And they probably are going to feel as if they have missed out of a lot of things with just trying to please everyone and ending up not pleasing anyone. Because if you try to please everyone, you won't please anyone. And this is their intentions here. We have the twin flames, yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So I think in relationship to you, they haven't forgotten about you and will probably not forget about you for a very long time. They, as a soul, probably would want you to wait for them until this ascending has happened and they are over on the other side. But what you choose to do is totally up to you. I'm not in the favor of wasting a lot of time waiting for people, but it seems as if this person can come out on the other side, not in foreseeable amount of time. I don't see this person coming out to you at a foreseeable amount of time, so this can take a while, but I'm seeing them finding themselves, and that's priority number one. I'll also look with the brutally honest oracle cards, what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth. They never wanted to hurt you, but they were in this process of freeing themselves from the old paradigm, from culture pressure, family pressure, work responsibility pressure, other things that they have taken upon themselves to fix, and that they one day woke up and felt totally alienated from. And they didn't want to hurt you with alienating you. They're still in connection with you here with this withdrawing, but on a on a 5D level, they still feel very connected with you. But this was necessary, and I agree with them. We were always meant to be together, so I think it ties to this twin flames, that you are each other's opposites a little bit, or each other's twins. Not enough feelings to continue this relationship. Yes, I think that's what they are figuring out too. They don't know if they love you or if it's just, their infatuation. Like someone is paying them attention, and then they go crazy and need that person's attention even more and even more. They know themselves and they know their difficulties. So also with taking distance from you, they can determine if it was really love or not. They definitely feel connected with you, but they have questions, particularly due to their own kind of addictions and behaviors, that as soon as someone says, I love you, they want that person to continue feeling in that way forever. So they want to keep you hanging, so to speak, or have you around. But with taking some distance from you, they can figure out if they truly loved you or if they just wanted your attention. And I think about you every day. It's much like what I felt here. That even if you're miles apart, you're still on their mind, and I think they will realize that it was not just that they needed your attention, that there's something deeper here. Both the twin flame card and this, and the sun card also to some degree, because it talks about soulmates, is talking about this. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. There is a 2022 love prediction up for the full member to this channel, and there's an exciting reading up for the 4th December solar eclipse for all the members to the channel. Extended and full members can also order readings from me with a 30% discount. So subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Moving on to pile number 3 and the element of fire. So the element of fire has this beautiful oracle card with the mother and the baby. chubby little baby. Okay. And the first card here with a person most on your mind and their true thoughts and feelings for you is the Six of Pentacles. So I'm really feeling both nostalgia, and I'm feeling that you are truly my friend. I have so much to be grateful for when it comes to you. You helped me so much. You were always there for me. I always felt welcomed. You were always a very good friend. Okay. And here we have also the Queen of Pentacles, showing that this person really felt like you were their person, a person that they wanted around for the rest of their life, the best friend, the wife, the husband, the mother, these kind of energies. So they really put you in high esteem. They truly respect you. They see that you have a lot to offer the people around you. You are warm, smart, generous, helpful, a really good friend, a really good listener, a stable person in the storm, a person that can have your back. It's really like the mother, the description of a mother here. So this is how they feel for you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they think that you are their mother, but they definitely see you having these beautiful qualities, and those qualities are also very good for partnership and friendship. And here we have the Ace of Cups, so it shows very deep love for you that's coming from their heart. And again, heart, it's a very profound, like deep love. It's very innocent. It's not this, I want you because you fulfill my needs. It's deeper than that. It comes like from the source. I think that this person eats, breathes, and live you. They have you in their bloodstream. That's as much as connect. That's how connected they feel with you, and as much love they feel for you. It's very pure. It's strong and pure. It's really like the connection between a baby and the mother. And here we have an Eight of Pentacles. So they wish to continue working on this relationship with you. They don't ever want to give it up. They don't ever want to, put down the tools and say, okay, enough is enough. Now we need to move on. They want to continue working on this. They want to be a part of your family or your tribe forever and ever. And they want to prove their value being in a relationship with you. And here we have the King of Cups, which again, I'm just feeling this. It's like lukewarm water in a lagoon outside a white beach and, palm trees. That kind of feeling is what I'm getting. That kind of love and embrace that you feel from Mother Nature even, just laying in that lukewarm water and feeling the sun in your face. So I think this person will love you forever. They will never feel as if you are not the one, or that they don't love you. And then we have the Two of Wands, which might be the little bit of problem here, or the tiny speck that's on the glass. So and that's, maybe they are not close to you. Maybe there's a distance between you. Maybe you're living in a long distance relationship. You can even have been broken up, because I felt like a rush of nostalgia when I opened this deck. So it's very likely that this person feels a distance to you, or they feel as if you don't want them there, or as if they can't be with you for worldly reasons, or as if they can't tell you how they feel. Maybe this is a secret admirer that loves you to no end and can't stop thinking about you, but they can't say it, or they can't express this to you for whatever reason. So I want to look a little bit on to these reasons. See here, I just want to put in the old cards to break up the story a little bit, and then we'll see their intentions towards you. So the first one is self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. It's very likely that this person has gone through some kind of healing process. Maybe they were not aware of this kind of love that they had for you before. They might have been less than grateful for the things that you were able to offer. But this person has gone through some kind of healing work, learning to appreciate yourself. When you learn to love yourself, you're also able to open your heart for other people. So it might be that this person needed some kind of pause to learn to love themselves and heal old things, work through their shadows. If a person is constantly, being dramatic and triggered, they might feel like, okay, enough is enough. I can't take this anymore. And they go out on their own and they work through their, shadow issues. And they can come back as a better person that's not so easily triggered, doesn't project a lot of stuff onto you, doesn't do a lot of shady, self-destructive things, or make you hurt so that you will prove that you will still stay, because they are so scared that you will go. So they need to hurt you and see, are they staying? Yes, they stayed. Okay, then they actually loved me, and then I need a new fix, so I need to hurt you again and see if you stay. And yes, you stayed, so you love me. So this person, at some point, they realized, no, this is not healthy. This is not good. I need to deal with myself. And they have done this, is what I'm feeling. So other intentions towards you. Hand of cards. Take a chance. Risk being strategic. Options. Not showing hand. Gambling. I think their whole love for you is a secret, and I don't know exactly what game they're playing, but it's a game of acting as you are not so important. I'm coming to think about Dido, the White Flag song. Like, even if we meet on the street, I will act. You will think that I have moved on because I'm acting like I'm not I'm not running over the street and throwing myself in your arms. I'm just, oh, hello, I'm glad to see you, hope you have had a nice holiday, take good care, bye bye. They're not showing, they're not telling you, so it's a secret how this person feel. They're hiding it. Okay. And more intentions. Twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that this person might have decided that it was best for both of you to move on. They haven't been able to move on, but they haven't told you that they aren't able to move on. It will take a little bit more time, maybe, before they realize that they are truly connected with you, and they might have felt like it's better to love this person on a distance than to screw up their life. But at some point, I'm pretty sure that this person is going to want to have some kind of manifestation of this situation. It doesn't have to be that you are on a distance to each other. It can be more as if you are best friends, but they don't tell you that they have a crush on you. You are co-workers, but they don't tell you that they would, want to be your friend forever. That they would want to invite you in their house and, go and golf with you and, play badminton or whatever, frisbee. Yeah, okay. So we'll see. This is what they would tell you if they showed their hands of cards. So I wanted to aim for something better for myself. Yes, here I'm seeing some complaints on you too, that maybe you also partook in being dramatic in the relationship, or constantly being disappointed on them, or maybe you were projecting some issues onto them too, and they felt like the relationship in itself was destructive in some way. Now looking back, they don't see that. They see that it was lovingly, but it can also be an issue of money, that they might have felt as if they were not in your league and they needed to work to become worthy of you. But I don't think that they will ever really feel that they are worthy of you. They will still feel unworthy and not really tell you that, hey, I'm here, because what can they possibly give you? Because that's a little bit an undercurrent with this person, a little bit low self-esteem. Okay. I won't give up on us. And this we can see also here. And it's coming from their soul. I think they might have a little bit of split with the two here, you know. I want two things. I want to be able to move on without you, because I think you will be happier without me. And I don't appreciate the way our relationship was going. That's one thing. But on the other hand, they feel as if they would want to be with you for the rest of their life. So they are kind of split in this way. I still don't know if I ever loved you. It's very apparent for me that this person loves you, but in some way they have compartmentalized this. It's almost like they're compartmentalizing their whole life. You know, if they need to focus on work, they can't really be in the relationship if they want to have success at work. If you are a really good friend to them, they're probably not wanting you as their romantic partner, because then you're a friend, you're not a romantic partner. So it's something going on with this person's, you know, way of thinking that makes them not see. It can also be that, let's say that you are in a total different social group. You don't have the same religion. You are like one is 25 and the other one is 38. It can be that one wants children, the other person doesn't want children. We have children here, and this person see you being a good mother. Maybe they're thinking, I can't be a father, or I can't be a mother. Maybe better to let this person be with someone that they can make a family together with. I know they want this. So it's almost like this person can't allow themselves to love you because it's wrong in some way, or it's not a good match, or it's not appropriate. So they think it's just a thing, but it's definitely not a thing. It comes like from deep within. Maybe this is a little bit like the feeling a child has towards their mother, which might make them feel as if they need to find their actual partner. They can't be together with their parent. So that might be an element. But I think when they install their own parent in themselves, they will see that they still love you. I'm pretty sure about that. But we will read the oracle card here to find out a little bit more about that part. 18. When you are a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother always has to think twice, once for herself and once for her child. This card may represent the nurturing nature of a mother embracing her child, a teacher guiding his student, or a master training his apprentice. So this is what this person feels, as if you are the master and they are the apprentice. But I'm seeing a queen and a king. So I'm thinking you are on the same level now. And whatever is the obstacle is probably now in their head in some way. Each balance the desire to protect and provide direction to those under his or her care, with the need to also allow room for personal growth. We can prepare them, inform them, advise them, but eventually there will come the moment when we will need to resist the impulse to reach out, and instead must let them fall. When they rise again of their own accord, we can take comfort in knowing that we taught them well. I'm not feeling the feeling that this person is hesitating to reach out because you need to fall and learn on your own. I'm more feeling like they feel as if they should have been like a graduated student by now, but they still have the sense of not being able to make the degree, okay? So I still feel like we're a little bit up in the air with this. Where is this relationship going? Because there's this block here. Will this person reach out or try to fix this? Or scholar, okay. Scholar, that's teacher again. Scholar and old woman, okay. So it might be that they have seen you as their teacher, or they might have seen as if they were your teacher, and that there has come a time when this teaching situation needs to end, and the person needs to find their own life and you know, do the things that they were taught to do. And this is this person's conviction, so it doesn't matter if they know that you are, you know, deeply connected. In some way they think that your time together is up and that they need to hold themselves away from you, that you have learned what you were supposed to learn from each other, and that now you need to move on your own adventures. I think this is not the final thing we hear from this person, but I don't want you to waste time waiting for someone that's basically is postponing their life here. I want to see if they have maybe another person in their life that they like, that they have a more romantic interest to. Despair. No. So I think that this person they want to date other people, they want to find someone to replace you, but you know, that's better, like a better match, your same social group, same religion, same age, whatever was the problem. But this person is making it very hard for you, making it very hard for themselves, and even shooting themselves into a despair with trying to replace you with something that would be a better match. But let them do that. They have their own life to live and their own decisions to make, and it's probably no point in waiting for this person, because they could waste the rest of your life letting you wait for them. So but I can definitely see that you are a match, and that you're probably supposed to overcome this cultural or social differences and be together. But this person hasn't come to that place just yet. They still think that this was just a station on the road, and I can be nostalgic and miss this person, but I need to let them find their own way as I find my own way, but I will always be grateful. So that's their mindset right now. Okay. Thank you for watching. There's a 2022 love prediction up for the full members to this channel, and there's an exciting reading up for the 4th December solar eclipse for all the members to the channel. Extended and full members can order readings from me with a 30% discount. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Moving on to pile number 4 and the element of air. And the element of air has this interesting oracle card, like the universe looking at this baby and planning its destiny maybe. Okay. And this is a reading for the person most on your mind and their true thoughts and feelings for you. So we have a Queen of Swords here. This is someone trying to look at the situation in a very logical way. They don't want to make a mess of your life. They don't want to make a mess of their own life. They're trying to take a good, well underbuilt decisions that will be helpful for everyone. They try to see things from an above perspective. We can, however, see that from this above perspective on the mountaintop, there's a lot of fog, so they might miss, you know, the details and the real big picture. But at least they're doing the best they can. Okay. Here we have a Three of Cups, so I'm getting the sense that they feel a deep companionship with you, as if you are their person, the person that can understand them, the person that they understand and can read like a book, and you can read them like a book. That might not be true from your perspective, but they feel as if that's true. For some reason I'm seeing that's this purple in this person's hair. It's some kind of strength between you two. It's almost ancestral companionship, or companionship towards being like from the same tribe, or it's something like that that's coming out here, that you're coming from the same background, maybe not in this life, but that has to do with your souls and your souls where they belong. Maybe you come from the same place, and therefore you feel a certain kinship or a certain feeling of belonging with each other, and maybe not belonging with the world as a whole, but that there's a group of people which we belong more to, and they believe that you are one of these people that they belong to together with. And then we have the Hierophant here. So I'm feeling a little bit as if a person is... try to describe this. I don't know if I have good words for this, but when a person is putting a occupation or a certain degree of elevation or education and making that so important, like it can be, for example, egoism within the spiritual world, where a person says, well, I have developed to level number 11. That means I'm this kind of master and I'm above all of you because you haven't reached my level and you don't know what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit like that. The person isn't aware of it, that they are thinking like that. They haven't maybe been fully been able to see themselves, but they have that kind of little bit snobism is what I'm getting here. So in some way they might put their spiritual development or their career or other things above your connection and your relationship in some way, is what I'm getting there. We have the Two of Cups, however. So it's almost like a very successful person that wants some kind of trophy on their arm, like a person that you can support me while I'm climbing to the top. Okay, so I'm trying to go around this story because I really like these cards, but this is definitely the feeling I'm getting. If I look around and try to talk to this person's soul instead of their ego, which I'm kind of seeing here, or feeling is a better word, I would say that this person feels very connected to you. If we take away the ego, if they didn't have to perform or didn't have to be, best at everything, or didn't have to be, controlling themselves or being these great achievers, I find a calm with this person and a stability and a longing for commitment and being together with you, loving you. But there's an element of that there's not equalness in this relationship, or that this person is putting themselves on a high altitude, maybe to not get too intimate with you, to not realize the full length of their love, or the full impact of their love, or the meaning that you have in their life. So they're trying to diminish it and making it more about themselves as a safety measure inside their mind, to not if you are so important, then they don't have control over their own life, because it will break apart if you leave. So maybe they need to enhance their own importance and their importance about their job or their position in society, or their pile of money or their spiritual growth or whatever, so that you will be less important and has less impact, and they will be more self-sufficient, and they don't have to be scared. So if I go underneath, that's what I'm finding out. Here we have a beautiful Three of Pentacles, which is kind of everyday work. It can be that you are at work. Maybe this is your boss, and they are trying to, keep this on a on a professional level, but they are longing to have you in another way than just as a work colleague, for example. Or if you are a student, they would want. They feel like maybe it's appropriate. Not proper. Sorry, it's not good to have a relationship with your students. So they are trying to compartmentalize a little bit and trying to make it more everyday and take it down a notch. When you say, well, this is where I live, do you want to come in for coffee? They say, thank you for a lovely day. I think we got a lot done, and I'm seeing you back on Monday. So keeping it friendly, but also distancing themselves a little bit, because this is how important you are. 3-3. I think this person would want to make you their destiny, like their soul wants to make you their destiny. They want to have your babies or make you with babies. They want to marry you. They want to live with you forever. But there's an element of a distance, because this person might think that it became too serious too fast, or how can I know that the other person feels the same? So they're trying to downplay it a little bit and act as if it's not what it is. But we can see here the pregnant belly and this baby here. So I definitely think that this is a destined relationship, or something that's destined to happen, but that at least this person is fighting the connection a little bit, because they're trying to, be adult, be professional, not jump into conclusion that you, just because they are totally smitten with you, doesn't mean that you are even interested in them. But they are definitely interested in you, but they're putting themselves on a little bit high horse. If you could break through that, I think that you would find a person that's willing to go through, fire and ice for you. Okay, this is their intention. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Yes, it might be that you met like this, or that was the initiate feeling, that you were able to laugh together. It was fun to work together or be together. Maybe you come from the same friendship group and this person stood out, or they felt like you stood out, and it was like almost magnetic attraction here, and deep passion. So they are very passionate about you. And engagement ring, which goes very well with the Hierophant, which is institution, marriage, tribe, family, religious festivities, as marriage is a religious institution in many cultures. Okay, and then we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. For this person, it's very important to make good choices. That's what we felt already with the Queen of Swords. They don't want to just jump into anything, or just, just follow the passion blindly and, ask you to marry them when you are met, like just a few months. They want to think this through. They want to know if this is the right thing. They want to be sure. So if this person suddenly started to stall your relationship, it's not because you're not important. It's more because how important you are, and they want to figure out if this is for real for themselves. So this is what they would tell you if they were able to tell you the truth. And we have, I can't handle one more heartbreak, which might be why they have put themselves in the Queen of Swords position on the mountaintop. They want it to be for real this time. Maybe they have been married before, or have children from a previous relationship, or something else, where they have felt like they had the dream in grasp but wasn't able to pull through, and they don't want to, and they don't have the energy to go through that all one more time. And also, if you have had a longer type of relationship and you have broken up before, that might make them hesitant, because they can't handle one more heartbreak. Okay. And then we have, I tried, I'm sorry. It might be that there's something that they have promised to you that they weren't able to fulfill. And it's making them judge themselves, maybe unnecessarily harshly, or exactly, in the right amount. It depends on the crime, of course. But the biggest crime right now seems to be that they're putting themselves on these high horses and making the relationship less important than what it actually is for them. And if that sometimes we can see this. People are meeting, they are a perfect match, they love each other, and then one person just slides away and just becomes, alienates themselves, or they ghost people. They just, I got a job in another town, or I will move to another country, or I can't handle this kind of relationship. I don't want a situation that's this serious. So I think fear has caught up with this person, and that's why they are doing this a little bit tricky things, either making you less important in the relationship and more like an accessory, or they're making you into being just a professional relationship or just a friendship relationship. Something they're doing to alienate themselves from you because they're getting scared. And I was serious about us. Yeah, I think they are serious, but the seriousness in itself is what's freaking this person out. So we can't force a person to act, as if they had all marbles at home. I know that this person is smart, but they might be a little bit too smart for their own good. They are like looking 10 years, 15 years forward in the future. And if they can't calculate every step, and if this is going to go good, be good, or if this is going to be bad, they can't help but giving it all up before it has even started. I'm not seeing this person giving it up like literally, but they might try to encourage themselves that no, this isn't working out because or 10 years from now we will have this problem. And from my point of view, it doesn't seem like a big issue. They think it's a big issue. They think that this is a deal breaker. From my perspective, it's not going to be a deal breaker. They still love you the same, so they can it comes like a stupid word, but they can mind fuck themselves all they want. It's still the same, the destiny is the same, you are the same, they are the same, they still love you, they still want you. But they are making it hard on themselves by overthinking this. So that's what I'm seeing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was helpful. There is a 2022 love prediction up for the full members to this channel, and there is an exciting reading up for the 4th December solar eclipse for all the members to the channel as well. Extended and full members can order readings from me with a 30% discount. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Okay, so bye for now and take really good care until next time.